From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Thursday morning. It looks like it's going to end up being another gloomy day out there. The same thing for Friday, but this pattern breaking apart as we head into the weekend. Showers not so likely Saturday, but it looks like they are going to be likely for Sunday. And in spite of that, high temperatures continue to stay very mild for this time of the year. Right now, you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of our very own Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. And we're not seeing any fog in the lower Columbia Basin for this morning, but definitely still trapped underneath that layer of stratus clouds. Once again, the fog continues to be in and around the Kittitas Valley. Looks like we have some spots of it around the Blue Foothills, and of course we'll continue to track this very closely all throughout the morning. Temperatures this morning not feeling all that bad. It's still a little bit chilly out there. 42 for the Tri-Cities, 41 for Yakima, and 37 for Ellensburg. But it looks like pretty much all of us are above freezing for this morning. If the fog does develop in the Tri-Cities, it looks like it's probably going to lift around 9 a.m., but we're going to be trapped underneath those clouds throughout the course of the day. So for today, it's going to be gray. It's going to be mild with highs getting up into the 40s and 50s. And we'll talk about the fog and the gloom over the next couple of days coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a proposed fix aimed to stop a home for level 3 sex offenders from opening in Kennewick is now stalled in Olympia. What happened behind closed doors and why neighbors say they are running out of options.
Plus, a Franklin County commissioner saying his family received death threats, what he's sharing publicly, and how law enforcement responded. All the details straight ahead.
And a major shift for city dispatch services is on the table. What police leaders are saying is already coming, whether Sunnyside acts now or later. We have these stories and more coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Thursday, February 5th. Thanks for being with us this morning. A lot of news to get to.
That's right, and we do want to start with a follow-up. This is the fight to stop a home for registered level 3 sex offenders from opening in a central Kennewick neighborhood. That fight continues.
Yeah, but now it is facing a setback after a bill aiming to stop the plan died in the Senate. This morning, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkevitz tells us what led to the bill's failure and why it presents a challenge now to neighbors opposing the home.
Senate Bill 6339 is one of 6 bills introduced by Central Washington lawmakers to help stop a home for level 3 registered sex offenders from opening in the middle of a Kennewick neighborhood. But just like its other 5 counterparts, Senate Bill 6339 will not move to the Senate floor after being shut down in the Human Services Committee.
We need to make sure that we are not continuing to penalize those that don't need to be penalized, and that we're providing service and the supports individuals need when they re-enter community to make sure not only they're safe, but communities are safe as well. Senator Wilson is the chairwoman of the committee, and despite a request from another senator to move the conversation to executive session, she blocked the bill from advancing, saying it needs more work if lawmakers want it to advance to the floor. If passed, the bill would have required less restrictive alternative homes, or LRAs, to be owned and operated by the same people. Its goal is to prevent out-of-town investors from profiting off of LRAs without direct involvement, which some lawmakers, including the bill's sponsor, District 15 Senator Nikki Torres, believes is what is happening with the Central Kennewick proposal.
The owners, or in this case, investors, reside on the west side of the state and have not physically seen the house they purchased. If the contract is approved by DSHS, the investors receive approximately $20,000 per resident per month.
On the other hand, critics of the bill say it would be difficult to enforce, especially for companies who operate LRA homes. And they say it could potentially face legal challenges if passed.
By requiring the person in charge of treatment and the property owner to be the same person, SB 6339 transforms the LRA from a constitutional right into a de facto ban. The entire SVP statute becomes unconstitutionally punitive.
The blocking of the bill creates a major hurdle for residents fighting to keep the LRA out of their neighborhood, and it represents growing frustration among neighbors who feel like they aren't being listened to.
There are 4 schools that are in walking distance that have to walk in front of this house. Where do we look for, our safety of our community? So I'm just begging you to please think about this.
From a town hall meant to clear up confusion to only one of 6 proposed bills being heard and shut down in committee, it's yet another blow to residents who say they're fighting for their families, especially their kids. Apple Valley News Now reached out to Governor Bob Ferguson for an interview regarding the proposal back on January 17th. We reached out again a week later to ask about resident protests and the creation of a task force. But when we finally heard back a week later, we were informed that DSHS would send us a response on how LRAs work. We wrote back saying that we already had that information, and we once again requested an interview.
And as of this newscast, we are still waiting on a response from the governor's office. Reporting from the newsroom, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
And Apple Valley News Now will keep trying to get a hold of the governor's office in order to learn why no real progress has been made so far.
At 5:05, during yesterday's Franklin County Commissioners meeting, Commissioner Stephen Baumann revealed that he and his family were the target of a death threat. Baumann told commissioners that the threat came nearly 2 years ago, just days before Father's Day. He says he reached out to multiple law enforcement agencies for help and was told by several, including the FBI, that the threat was credible. Other Franklin County commissioners voiced their support, thanking Baumann for speaking out and condemning threats against elected officials.
I was really, really thankful to hear their support, and it's very unique when you can't bounce something off of somebody, so to speak. And so, my fellow commissioners, they had no idea that I was going to ask to visit about this today, and I was thankful for their support.
Now, following Baumann's remarks, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office issued a statement clarifying its findings. According to the statement, the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, Pasco Police Department, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms all reached the same conclusion, that there was no specific threat to Commissioner Baumann's safety.
5:06 and looking to local living now, where the city of Sunnyside is beginning discussions about consolidating its dispatch center with the Yakima County Sheriff's Office as leaders examine more affordable ways to operate the services. Sunnyside Police Chief Robert Lehman says he was asked during a recent city council study session to seek cheaper options to run dispatch. Now, after reviewing 2 centers, he found consolidation would cost less than the roughly $842,000 currently budgeted. Lehman says the city would still need jail reception staff and additional corrections officers, and notes that if they don't consolidate, they'd need to fill 2 vacant positions.
Because the county is working on consolidating dispatch in the next 2 years. So that's already in the works. So if we hired somebody, the potential of them getting laid off in 2 years is likely. So it would be hard for me to sell that position to anybody, or we can make the transition now. And just a little history on the consolidation of dispatch. Yakima County is the only county in the state of Washington that does not have a consolidated dispatch.
The council gave Lehman the green light to move forward, and he predicts the transition could happen by April while he works to obtain a contract from the sheriff's office. And keep it here, because coming up next, a public plea from Savannah Guthrie as authorities intensify the search for her missing mother. And this morning, new details on the investigation. And we've got those details coming up after the break.
I'm giving you a live look outside this morning from right here at the Apple Valley Studios in Kennewick. Chief Meteorologist Josh Culverth's going to be back with your first alert forecast after the break.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Just in time for Valentine's Day. It's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom giveaway, where one lucky winner wins a love collection, including a beautiful flower arrangement and more from the Flower Bar, and this spectacular jewelry from Jewelry Design Center, plus a $200 gift card to a local restaurant. You can make somebody's Valentine's Day extra special. All you need to do is enter to win today and every day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. From the Flower Bar, Jewelry Design Center, and Apple Valley News Now.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a Triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Ugh, migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Ellensburg is a great place to visit all year long. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is Ellensburg.
I'm Megan West, owner of Claim Clothing in downtown Ellensburg. Claim Clothing is a store located in our downtown core of Ellensburg, Washington. There is something happening all year long in Ellensburg.
Ellensburg is awesome. We have a great community, we've got a university, and you've got a huge community of locals and outdoor enthusiasts.
You've got great restaurants and wine, and yeah, there's a lot to do downtown in Ellensburg.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 5:30 a.m. And join Good News Today the following week on Saturday the 14th at 9 a.m.
RJ Decker, I'm a private investigator.
What happened to your eye?
It's complicated.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're going to be stuck in the gloom over the next couple days. So first, just another update on the fog. Again, it continues to be in and around the Kittitas Valley. That is not a fun drive this morning on Manastash Ridge. And then also it looks like that little pocket of fog developing on US Highway 12 in between the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla, right around that Wallula Junction. We're thinking that the most preferable locations for the thickest fog this morning probably going to be in the Blue Foothills and the Kittitas Valley. And if yesterday was any indication, looks like most of this is probably going to lift around 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Then for tonight, looks as if the fog is probably going to redevelop very deep into the night, probably after 3 a.m. And then for tomorrow, it looks like we're probably going to deal with the same thing. The most preferable locations for fog going to be in the Blue Foothills and the Kittitas Valley. And again, right around 9 a.m., 10 a.m. is probably when it's going to lift. Okay, let's go ahead and take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in the Cascades, where we're going to end up in the 40s, partly cloudy skies. It's going to be mostly cloudy to overcast today for the Kittitas Valley, where high temperatures are going to be in the mid-40s, right around 50 degrees for the Yakima Valley. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, we'll also be in the upper 40s to lower 50s. For the Blue Foothills, looks like most of us are going to be in the mid to upper 40s. And then for the Blue Mountains, also partly cloudy skies, just like with the Cascades. If you want to see sunshine today, get up into the mountains as we're going to be in the 40s, 50s, even some low 60s for places like Ukiah and southern Umatilla County. Now, it looks as if this pattern is going to break apart as we head into the weekend. Showers looking likely for Sunday, so we'll time that out, talk about some accumulations. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
5:13 now, turning now to a crime alert that has shocked the nation this morning. New video coming out in the search for the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie. She and her family now appealing to the potential kidnappers, demanding proof that Nancy Guthrie is still alive.
And now the director of the FBI is heading to Arizona to oversee the case. ABC's Andrea Fujii has the very latest.
This morning, an emotional plea from Savannah Guthrie and her family.
We want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy. We feel them.
Via social media, the Today Show host pleading for the safe return of her mother, Nancy, who police say was taken from her Tucson home. She was last seen around 9:45 Saturday night.
Our mom is our heart and our home. She is 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive.
Guthrie also addressing the unverified ransom letters sent to media outlets, asking to speak with whomever took her mother.
We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen.
FBI Director Kash Patel is expected to travel to Arizona as more agents are assigned to the investigation. Law enforcement returning to the scene late yesterday with a search dog. The sheriff's office saying they have no suspects, insisting all possible leads are being examined, including reports of a possible trespasser near that area last month. The community holding a prayer vigil last night for the beloved 84-year-old.
Bring her swiftly to safety and to those whom she loves.
Nancy's family hoping she will hear their messages.
Mama, if you're listening, we need you to come home. We miss you.
And among the additional FBI agents heading to Arizona will be a task force of experts skilled in hostage negotiation and technology.
And the sheriff's office is expected to hold a news conference later today. Of course, we'll continue to follow this investigation closely and bring you the latest as we learn more.
Our thoughts and prayers with the family.
And keep it here because coming up next, Josh Colbreth is back with that first alert full weather forecast. That's coming up in just a few minutes right after the break.
Really? At this rate, we're going to have to take out a second mortgage.
Don't worry, this is Grocery Outlet. Saving big's kind of the thing.
He's right. You'd be surprised how much you can get for less here. Try this. Grocery Outlet is your extreme value headquarters. Tackle high prices for the big game with assorted 12 packs of Pepsi for only $2.99 each. No instant replay needed. This deal is only available until February 10th while supplies last. Hurry to your local Grocery Outlet today.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Don't we all need a space we love? We'll make your design dreams a reality today during the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Save big on sofas and sectionals, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. And the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, plus 60 months, no interest. Shop the comfort, the style, the selection, the savings during the President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Check their new game day fit. Oh, snap! DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's Couture.
Okay, thank you so much. I was about to say that. It's Couture.
These hands are working hands. My hands are the most important tools I have. You need to take care of them. That's where O'Keeffe's comes in.
It's America's #1 selling hand cream for guaranteed relief.
If it works for these hands, it'll work for yours.
Also, try O'Keeffe Skin Repair Body Creams.
Are you ready? Welcome to Jewelry Design Center. Locally owned, nationally recognized. Are you ready to be blown away? To be amazed? To be inspired? Are you ready for endless possibilities? An experience like no other. Jewelry Design Center. We want to be your jeweler for life.
Escape the noise. Step inside Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel, where serenity meets luxury. Indulge in rejuvenating treatments, expert care, and the peaceful reset you've been craving. From soothing body rituals and revitalizing facials to wellness pods and more, Sage Spa is your moment to truly unwind. Treat yourself to the experience you deserve. Book your escape today at Sage Spa, exclusively at Legends Casino Hotel.
Skiing with incredible views. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Showers looking likely for Sunday, a little bit less so for Saturday. We'll talk about that in just a second. But here's why. Okay, we have a couple different storm systems off in the Pacific. This one is going to fall apart as it gets closer to us. But this one, storm system number 2, will bring us some impacts as we head into the weekend. Here's what that's going to end up looking like in the Yakima Valley. A low-end chance of some showers for Saturday, but going up Saturday night and then into Sunday, it's going to be about a 50-50 chance of seeing some wet weather. Here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting from 4 p.m. on Saturday to 4 p.m. on Monday. And folks, this is the most we've seen in quite some time. only picking up 1/10 of an inch for the Kittitas Valley, but perhaps a little bit more for the Yakima Valley, the lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills, getting between an inch to a couple inches up in the mountains. And we will see some snowfall from this. It doesn't look like it's going to be a ton, but from 4 p.m. on Sunday to 4 a.m. next Thursday, a few inches for White Pass and Snoqualmie Pass, maybe a few more inches for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. But in spite of the forecast changing just a little bit, our temperature is not going to change that much at all. So let's go ahead and take a look at those forecast highs for today. 40s and 50s across the map, 48s for the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla, a couple of 50s for Yakima and Sunnyside. Then for tonight, some of us are going to hover right around freezing. Yakima, Ellensburg, 31, 32, a little bit warmer than that for the Tri-Cities and Hermiston, as we'll be sitting at 34 degrees. High temperatures in the Yakima Valley going to stay put in the upper 40s to low 50s, which will keep us at about 3 to 7 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. And then in terms of overnight lows, the warmest night definitely going to be on Saturday night with that warm air coming in from the south, as we'll be close to 40 degrees, which is about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. But that's going to be short-lived, as we'll cool things off after that. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Gray and gloomy for the next couple days. Small shower chances Saturday, and then rain likely Sunday. For Yakima, breezy with a small rain chance on Saturday, looking wetter for Sunday. Then in Ellensburg, foggy starts to the next couple mornings. That likely breaks up with the rain this weekend. And then for Hermiston, dry and mild through Saturday, then a 50-50 chance of rain on Sunday. And finally for Walla Walla, gloomy through Friday, maybe a shower for Saturday, but wet weather looking likely, much more likely for Sunday.
At 5:21, check it out. The original Jurassic Park movie is featured in an upcoming ad to run during the Super Bowl. Take a look.
What'd I touch? You didn't touch anything. We're stopped.
Fences are failing all over the park. John. I can't get Jurassic Park back online without...
Whoa, this place is awesome. By the way, you should have plugged this in.
Oh, I love that so much. So the commercial is for cable giant Comcast to promote its Xfinity video service, and the ad's premise takes viewers back to the first film in the dinosaur movie franchise, which came out in 1993.
Brought back to the screen to reprise their Jurassic Park roles are actors Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum. And the ad's premise, Xfinity connectivity helps get the dinosaur park's systems back online, and with that, the movie stars get to relax using the service for all their streaming needs.
Oh, what was going on just there?
Funny. They're all just chilling now at Jurassic Park like it's a resort.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Movies take
I love that line she has. She goes, "Oh, that could have been bad."
I love that. And it looks like a whole trailer that they put out these days.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
beautiful.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. A raccoon taking an unexpected international trip.
Oh.
Hey. And a semi spinning out in a heart-stopping close call, and another truck meeting a much worse fate on icy roads, or on icy railroad tracks rather. Some 3 unbelievable moments all caught on camera. It's straight ahead in today's Take a Look at This.
The savings continue at Bi-Mart with our latest savings book. Bonus zone savings include select Pepsi brand 12-packs, buy 2, get 2 free. 14-ounce cans of Nally Chili are 2 for $4. Other store-wide savings include Savory Primes duck jerky for dogs at $6 off. 1 gallon of Prestone's 50/50 antifreeze and coolant is $7.99. And find Brawny 8-rolled double paper towels for $13.99. Find these great savings and more now at employee-owned Bi-Mart.
Visit Cle Elum anytime for spectacular views, fantastic food, and shopping unlike anywhere else. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is the heart of Cle Elum.
It's that sense of community, I would say, that really drives us. It's why we want to live here. It's what we love the most about being here. An absolute adventure. Every single day is different.
It's a really beautiful small town with mountains and everything you ever want to do or adventure. And there's lots of snowmobiling in the winter, lots of hiking, kayaking,
every single corner of the globe. They all end up in Clallam for one reason or another, whether it's to enjoy the outdoors, to enjoy the small town feel. There are a lot of great restaurants, a few wineries, a lot of great bars. There's a lot to do and see here. Cheers to Clallam.
Learn more at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com. Experiencing the outdoors is in our nature.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a Triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Ugh, migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Attention viewers. Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 5:30 a.m. And join Good News Today the following week on Saturday the 14th at 9 a.m.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Check this out now. Sometimes the most unbelievable stories are the ones caught completely by surprise.
From a furry stowaway discovered overseas to terrifying moments on icy highways, these next stories all have one thing in common.
Yeah, they could have ended a whole lot worse with moments you need to see to believe. So here's Jeremy Roth with this morning's Take a Look at This.
Customs officials in Belarus were surprised to find a furry stowaway inside a car that had made a lengthy journey all the way from the United States. According to a press release, the Belarusian State Customs Committee says the vehicle was being unpacked from a shipping container when they spotted the live raccoon on the dashboard. Officials believe the pint-sized passenger had endured the long journey across the ocean with no food or water and turned it over to a local veterinary specialist for quarantine and care. A subsequent post said while options were being considered for the future home of the stowaway, nicknamed Senya, it had developed a friendly disposition as well as a healthy taste for grapes and chicken eggs. Speaking of a wild ride, take a look at a close call captured on dashcam on an Oklahoma highway, where a semi-truck was crowded in its lane and forced onto the shoulder where it lost its traction and spun 180 degrees around, coming to rest backwards and in the face of oncoming traffic. According to the Tulsa PD, no one was injured, but the semi did have to drive back to an off-ramp in the wrong direction to get its trailer back in the right direction. Well, I suppose it could have gone worse. A lot worse. A semi-truck in North Carolina met a tragic and somewhat predictable end when it got stuck trying to cross some snowy railroad tracks. The driver and others were surveying the scene when an oncoming train started bearing down, sending them scurrying to a safe distance, from which they watched the stuck truck bite the big one. Officials say no one was injured in the collision and shared the scene on social media as a cautionary tale of why staying off the roads in extreme inclement weather is a good idea. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
I was really lucky to be safe and well after seeing
Count all your
raccoon
blessings
included.
after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raccoon was trying to take a trip. The rest, the other two need to.
Man, anytime you
count
see
your blessings.
those anything involving a train, it just gives me this every
Word
time.
to the wise, do not try to cross a train tracks in weather like that.
No.
Just
I barely like crossing them when it's sunny and 70 out.
Yeah.
Freak out every single time.
I know. Oh, well, everyone's well.
Good.
And that's
a miracle.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Grandview is running out of burial space. Coming up, how city leaders are planning ahead to avoid disruptions for families and what the move means for the community.
Plus, a decades-old building is getting a modern overhaul, how a major upgrade at TriTech is reshaping hands-on learning for students all across the Tri-Cities. Details straight ahead, but first, we're going to check out your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, a new attempt to crack down on scam ads online. The bipartisan Senate bill called the Scam Act would require social platforms to prevent fraudulent or deceptive ads from which they would profit. Offenders would open themselves to civil legal action. Next, Google announcing its newest phone. A fast-moving video teaser introduces the Pixel 10a. Its defining features seems to be a completely flat camera. No specifications or prices were shared, but Google says pre-orders start February 18th. And finally, Alexa Plus is now available nationwide. Amazon's upgraded AI assistant promises more natural interactions. And it's more effective when it comes to managing schedules, making reservations, and recommendations. Alexa Plus is free for Prime members, $20 a month for everyone else. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Hannah Batal.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
The problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent.
Really?
Really. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These pods dissolve completely, releasing more soaking, scrubbing, and rinsing action. Plus, the grease-fighting power of Dawn, breaking down up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods.
That's impressive.
A clean dish.
And it works so well, it even keeps your filter clean.
A repairman.
Cascade. Roto-Rooter recommended, safe for pipes.
P&G.
Don't let congestion take over. Afrin No-Trip. Wow, ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief. The wow is real. And now try new drug-free Afrin Saline.
Gold Bond believes in the power of touch. A loving touch. A touch that says, I'm never letting go. That's why Gold Bond is formulated to make your skin irresistibly touchable. Get in touch. Gold Bond.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Thursday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Josh Colbert.
It is National Weather Person's Day. Happy day, Josh.
Oh,
Yay.
Thank you.
It's also
we have to take a selfie.
We have to.
Yeah.
But it's also National Fart Day. Coincidence? No,
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, it is a coincidence.
No, there's quite a few days going on.
There is a plethora
National
of days
Signing Day. Huh. World Nutella Day. There's a good one. See?
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sorry, Josh,
let's
I
pair
was
up-
trying to say
let's
that.
pair up Nutella with the weather person. And
Yeah,
the
there we
other
go.
one.
Oh, not with flatulence.
No, not that.
All right, well, get us out the door. Are we seeing fog again this morning?
Yes, there is some fog, although for lower elevations like the Yakima Valley, the lower Columbia Basin, not really seeing it, but the foothills and the Kittitas Valley are seeing it. Let's go ahead and take a look at those big weather stories. So, yeah, it looks like we have some patchy fog and some gloom over the next couple days. Showers looking likely, though, as we head into the weekend, specifically for Sunday. So that's probably going to break apart the gloomy pattern that we're in. But in spite of that, high temperatures staying mild for this time of the year. Right now, you're taking a live look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. You can see those low-lying stratus clouds off in the distance. Fog is, like I just said, in the Kittitas Valley and portions of the Blue Foothills. So if you run into any of this, take it slow and use the low beams. Temperatures out there not feeling all that bad. Looks like most of us are above freezing. The only exceptions to that would be up in the Cascades. But 42 for the Tri-Cities, 42 for Sunnyside, and 37 for Ellensburg. Here's your hourly forecast for this Thursday for the Yakima Valley. If fog does get down to the Yakima Valley floor, it looks like it's probably going to lift around 9 a.m., but we're going to be socked in with clouds all throughout the day, so it's going to be another gray and mild day out there. No surprise there, but I'll show you how we're expecting the fog to ebb and flow over the next couple days. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. We begin this half hour of news in Grandview, where they are planning ahead with a cemetery expansion as space for future burials begins to run short. City officials telling us that Grandview's cemetery has only about 2 to 3 years of intermittent space remaining. So to avoid running out of room, the city is expanding the cemetery east of Willoughby Road, just south of the current site. Crews are also preparing 3 additional areas within the existing cemetery that will be used over the next several years. Once those areas are filled, the newly expanded section across Willoughby Road will be ready for entrance. City leaders say that the goal is to make sure families are not impacted and that burial services remain available during what is often a very difficult and emotional time.
We do the interments ourselves, so people come to us if they have a loved one needs to be interned. So, yeah, our people down at the shop handle all the plot, location.
City officials say the expansion ensures Grandview can continue serving families without interruption for years to come.
5:34 and making a difference this morning. Kennewick School District's TriTech Skills Center is getting a major upgrade. A $45.5 million modernization project is now underway, and this aims to expand career pathways and prepare students for high-demanding jobs. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says while students work on building a future career, that is, construction crews are helping students build towards their own future.
Steel beams are now rising at the TriTech Skills Center in Kennewick, marking visible progress on a long-awaited modernization project. The 66,000 square foot upgrade will replace aging infrastructure inside the school's original 1981 building, modernize classrooms, and improve safety systems, all while making room for future program growth by adding more spots for students to learn.
The state of Washington is recognizing that there is an aging skilled workforce out there. We have 17 skill centers in the state, and this is a way to skill up, prepare young people for a fantastic career in any of the crafts.
TriTech serves about 1,100 juniors and seniors from school districts across the area, offering tuition-free, hands-on training in fields from welding and health sciences. For students in medical programs, the upgrades mean learning in spaces that better reflect real-world workplaces.
I've always wanted to go into the medical field. I thought I wanted to be a PT assistant, PT, but Jamie's class helped me learn I want to be a NICU nurse.
She says her whole family is in the medical field, and from what she's seen from her family, she wants to be able to help people for a living too.
Personally, I've spent a lot of time in doctor's appointments and hospitals with my personal health stuff, so I just want to help other people like people helped me.
During construction, many areas that aren't up to code are being fixed, such as making the center ADA compliant, while under construction, several programs have temporarily moved off campus. But district leaders say hands-on learning remains the priority. The project is funded through the state's capital budget with support from local lawmakers and the city of Kennewick.
Our students are planning for their future very, very well. They'll be able to graduate, finish their program, and enter a career path where they don't have to take on student debt.
TriTech leaders say while this project focuses on existing programs, future expansions include pharmacy technicians and HVAC or plumbing training. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And construction on the TriTech project is expected to wrap up by the summer, and school leaders say enrollment demand continues to exceed capacity, so the upgraded facility could eventually support even more programs in high-demand jobs across the region. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, from being an overlooked high school player to going to the Super Bowl, Yakima's Cooper Kupp is living the dream, and coming home made it even sweeter. Straight ahead, we'll show how he inspired his old teammates and gave back to the school where it all started. Talking sports after the break.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
So the doctors tell you have congestive heart failure. Are you thinking, no, not me?
Exactly. Yeah, not me. Not the kid from Kid and Play.
This morning, Christopher Kid Reed, after undergoing a heart transplant. What he wants you to know on Good Morning America.
Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom giveaway, where one lucky winner wins a love collection, including a beautiful flower arrangement and more from the Flower Bar, and this spectacular jewelry from Jewelry Design Center, plus a $200 gift card to a local restaurant. You can make somebody's Valentine's Day extra special. All you need to do is enter to win today and every day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. From the Flower Bar, Jewelry Design Center, and Apple Valley News Now. Ellensburg is a great place to visit all year long, with awesome scenery, amazing restaurants, and unique places to shop. Let's talk with some local businesses. This is Ellensburg.
Hi, I'm Megan West, owner of Claim Clothing in downtown Ellensburg. Claim Clothing is a store located in our downtown core of Ellensburg, Washington. There is something happening all year long in Ellensburg.
Ellensburg is awesome.
We have a great community. We've got a school, a university, and you've got a huge community of locals and outdoor enthusiasts that all, mingle together, so we get to serve all of them. Even if you're not looking for something, people will come in here, and sometimes they'll leave with something you didn't think you needed.
So yeah, you can just come in and grab something small, or you can come in and get that really beautiful statement piece for yourself or someone who's important to you.
So if you're a cool person looking to do some cool things, check out Mountain High Sports and start planning your trip now at myellensburg.com.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. All for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Spicy menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
The savings continue at Bi-Mart with our latest savings book. Bonus zone savings include select Pepsi brand 12-packs, buy 2, get 2 free. 14-ounce cans of Nally Chili are 2 for $4. Other store-wide savings include Savory Primes Duck Jerky for dogs at $6 off. 1 gallon of Prestone's 50/50 antifreeze and coolant is $7.99. And find Brawny 8-rolled double paper towels for $13.99. Find these great savings and more now at employee-owned Bi-Mart.
RJ Decker, I'm a private investigator.
What happened to your eye?
It's complicated.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Unfortunately, it's going to continue to be fairly gloomy out there over the next couple days. Another check-in on the fogs, those same locations, the Kittitas Valley and right around the Wallula Junction. Those are the main areas we're tracking fog, but we'll continue to keep a close eye on things. It appears as if most of this is probably going to lift around 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and then for tonight, returning very deep into the night. And then for tomorrow morning, looks like we'll probably endure the same cycle. The best ingredients for fog will continue to be in the Bluefoot Hills in the Kittitas Valley, and again around 9 a.m., 10 a.m. That's going to be that magic hour for the fog to lift, but it looks as if we're still going to be stuck underneath that layer of stratus clouds. Okay, it is that time of the week, time to talk your ski report brought to you by Schweitzer. We're going to start off at Schweitzer, where the base depth is only still at 16 inches. And we'll take you down to Ski Bluewood, where the base depth here is at 21 inches. And then finally for White Pass, the base depth also at 21 inches. Now, the good news is that the weather is going to be very nice at the ski resorts for today, as the mountains are above the inversion or the cloud layer. So that's where you'll see the bulk of the sunshine for today, at least in our viewing area. Here's the snow forecast over the next couple days. No snow in the forecast for today. No snow in the forecast for tomorrow either for Schweitzer, White Pass, Bluewood, or Mission Ridge. But it does look like we'll get some snow as we head into the weekend and into next week. I'll tell you how much we're expecting coming up in a few minutes.
5:42, talking sports this morning as Yakima's very own Cooper Kupp is back in the Super Bowl, this time with the team he grew up cheering for.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gables spoke with Kupp's high school coach about his Yakima roots.
Cooper Kupp, Super Bowl MVP. Now a household name, it wasn't always that way. When the Yakima native finished his high school football career at Davis High School, he still hadn't received an offer to play in college.
And I've had times where I felt like I was doing everything right, and I couldn't find a way to make it happen.
According to his former high school offensive coordinator, Jay Dumas, determination was a trait Kupp always had, even before others believed in him.
Kids thought that it was weird about him in terms of like not eating fast food and wearing ankle weights to school and platform shoes that, would help his calf muscles so he could jump higher. Like, some of the things that, people thought was weird about him was really just a testament to how focused he was at a really young age.
Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Kupp joined the Seahawks prior to this season, the team he grew up rooting for. In the Super Bowl in his first season back home, it means that much more.
To see him at the highest pinnacle of football and doing it, for the home team certainly adds a little bit more element of special for sure.
The joy of playing this game is because I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, like I was made to be here. I was made to do this.
And Kupp hasn't forgotten about where he came from. During training camp, Kupp invited Dumas, now the head coach at Davis, along with the current football team to attend a Seahawks practice.
But to be able to connect the dots with Cooper and say he's from our hometown was really a special experience for us and the kids.
The state of Washington was already rooting for a Seattle Super Bowl victory. But for those in Yakima, seeing Kupp hoist the Lombardi Trophy in a Seahawks uniform would make it that much sweeter. In Yakima, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And Cooper Kupp isn't the only local to have success in the NFL. His father, Craig, also attended Sela High School.
And Cooper's grandfather, Jake, attended Sunnyside High School. The Kupp family is one of only 5 football families to have 3 generations of NFL players.
Pretty cool, huh?
Their cup overfloweth.
Oh,
did you like
sure
that?
Does.
I've been thinking about it all for like a couple minutes
You've
now.
been putting that one together?
Yeah.
Good job.
You know, brainstorming.
Good job on that. All right, 5:45 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We have your morning sprint coming up. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. That looks kind of spooky, doesn't it?
What is going on?
Huh, giving you a live look. This one from our Central Washington outdoor camera at the rodeo grounds in Ellensburg. I don't know if that's something on the camera lens. A little mist on the lens.
Spooky. Kind of like it.
So when we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Kohler will break down
the gloomy, spooky
forecast. And yeah,
forecast.
Gloomy, spooky. We're back after the break.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
For me, it's about like accepting and being empathetic to patients. So as a dentist, I want to make sure that everybody is treated the same, and whatever the needs are, we want to provide the best care possible for each patient. There's no judgment. Now I don't have a lot of time to recharge because I have a 2-year-old. So pretty much we go to places like parks or supermarkets to have the 2-year-old enjoy. So that's a big joy. I think it only comes like at this period of time.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota. Toyota has 25 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home. I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
We're planning for our future.
and I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It looks as if we'll have a likely chance of showers on Sunday, a little bit less so for Saturday. But let's show you why. We have these two storm systems that are lined up in the Pacific. This one, storm system number 1, it's going to fall apart as it gets closer to the coast. But this one, storm system number 2, will impact us as we head into the weekend. Here's what that's going to end up looking like in the Tri-Cities. A low-end chance of some showers on Saturday, but by Sunday, rain looking likely, and then maybe a leftover shower for Monday. So here's some of the rainfall totals we're expecting from 4 p.m. on Saturday to 4 p.m. on Monday. It doesn't look like that much for the Kittitas Valley, but maybe around 0.20 inches for the Yakima Valley, around the same thing for the lower Columbia Basin, maybe a little bit more for the Blue Foothills. This is the most rainfall we've had in quite some time, and still these totals aren't all that impressive, but I guess we'll take it. And then in terms of the snowfall up in the mountains, 4 p.m. on Sunday to 4 a.m. next Thursday, we're looking at a few inches for Interstate 90, U.S. Highway 12. That would be Snoqualmie Pass and White Pass, maybe 4 to 5 inches for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. Again, we need so much more snow up in the mountains. We'll have a lot more to say about that tomorrow with our climate report. In spite of our forecast budging just a little bit as we head into the weekend, temperature's not going to budge that much at all. For today, it's going to be another mild one out there. We'll be in the 40s and 50s. And then for tonight, looks like all of us are going to be down into the 30s, even some of us dropping to around or below freezing. 31 for Yakima, 32 degrees in the Kittitas Valley. But again, those forecast highs, yes, they'll warm up a little bit as we head into the weekend, into the beginning of next week, but we'll continue to keep it above average by about 3 to 11 degrees. So the warm up in the Tri-Cities is definitely going to be a lot more dramatic as opposed to the warm up we're going to see in the Yakima Valley. And then look at Saturday night, having a hard time dipping below 40 degrees, but then eventually those temperatures do come back down to around freezing by the beginning of next week. So here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Gray and gloomy for the next couple of days. Small shower chances Saturday, then rain likely Sunday. For Yakima, breezy with a small rain chance on Saturday, looking wetter for Sunday. And then for Ellensburg, foggy starts to the next couple mornings. That likely breaks up with the rain this weekend. And for Hermiston, dry and mild through Saturday, then a 50-50 chance of rain on Sunday. And finally for Walla Walla, gloomy through Friday, maybe a shower for Saturday, but wet weather looking likely for Sunday.
Now, the morning sprint.
5:51, time for your morning sprint, starting with the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. One of 6 bills introduced by Central Washington lawmakers to stop a proposed Level 3 sex offender home in Kennewick will not advance. Senate Bill 6339 was blocked in the Senate Human Services Committee, with leadership saying it needs more work before moving forward. The proposal would have required less restrictive alternative homes to be owned and operated by the same people, aimed at preventing out-of-town investors from profiting without local involvement. Critics argue the bill would be difficult to enforce and could face legal challenges.
And Franklin County Commissioner Stephen Bowman is revealing that his family was the target of a death threat about 2 years ago. During yesterday's meeting, he said multiple agencies, including the FBI, initially told him the threat was credible, but the Franklin County Sheriff's Office has released a statement clarifying that investigators, along with Pasco Police and federal partners, found no specific threat to Bowman's safety.
Sunnyside Police are recommending the city begin the process of consolidating its dispatch center with the Yakima County Sheriff's Office. Police Chief Robert Lehman says consolidation would cost significantly less than continuing to operate the city's current dispatch center, saving about $200,000 a year. He also noted the county plans to consolidate dispatch within the next 2 years regardless, meaning new hires could eventually be laid off. City leaders say moving forward now could save money and avoid future disruptions.
And construction is officially underway at the TriTech Skills Center in Kennewick. The 66,000 square foot upgrade will replace aging infrastructure, modernize classrooms, and improve safety while expanding space for more programs. The center serves over 1,000 high school juniors and seniors with tuition-free, hands-on career training. While some programs have temporarily moved off campus during construction, leaders say real-world learning remains the priority.
And the city of Grandview is moving forward with plans to expand its cemetery as available burial space begins to run low. Officials say the current cemetery has only 2 to 3 years of internment space remaining. And so to prepare, the city is expanding east of Willoughby Road and opening additional sections within the existing cemetery. Leaders say the goal is to ensure families continue to have uninterrupted access to burial services during what, of course, can be a very difficult time.
In your national headlines this morning, the man convicted of trying to assassinate Donald Trump at his West Palm Beach golf course back in 2024 has learned his sentence. Ryan Ruth has been sentenced to life in prison, which prosecutors had pushed for. A federal judge in Florida handed down the sentence yesterday. Ruth has an attorney now, but he represented himself during the trial.
In your business headlines at 5:54, the Washington Post is going through some mass layoffs. Just yesterday, employees were told to stay home and join a Zoom call. That's where leadership announced what it called a significant action across the company. Sources say that includes shutting down almost the entire sports section and canceling the Daily Post Reports podcast. The paper's Metro desk is also being restructured, and there are plans to shrink the paper's international coverage.
In your health headlines, the Trump administration is expected to launch a new prescription drug online platform. The website will be named Trump RX, and the new site will allow patients to buy certain medicines at a discounted price directly from drug makers. It's unclear if the direct-to-consumer purchases will be lower for those who forego the insurance route and pay cash. President Trump has been pushing for lower health costs, and he says he has landed deals with nearly 20 pharmaceutical companies to list certain products on the Trump RX portal. And the website is expected to officially debut today.
At 55 in your sports headlines this morning, Italy's interior minister is working to calm nerves ahead of the Olympics regarding ICE sending officers to the games. Now, he spoke out telling the Italian parliament that the collaboration with his country's authorities is nothing new. He cited a 17-year agreement between Italian officials and the agency that has existed since 2014. He also insisted that ICE will not carry out police activities or restrict the sovereignty of Italian law enforcement. And that mirrors the White House's position, which has said ICE has a history of providing security at Olympic Games.
Trending now this morning, Richmond Metro zoo workers in Virginia are taking extra precautions to keep their animals safe during recent ice storms.
Yeah, take a look. These giraffes have taken up residence inside to keep them warm. They have massive heaters. Zoo staff also stocking up on backup generators and extra bedding to help fight the freeze. You have to imagine some of these animals have never even seen, experienced, are made to be in ice or snow.
No, a total shock to the system. And animals that normally spend time outdoors had to be moved inside. Some babies at the zoo are being cared for by human caretakers to make sure they stay healthy and warm.
And certain species are more than happy to frolic in the frigid temperatures.
Yeah, then there's that, yeah.
The wolves, snow leopards, and bison seem to feel right at home in the freeze.
Yeah, little mix of everything.
Giraffes. Oh
I
my
know,
gosh.
they were cute.
So cute.
Little babies.
Oh, I want that kind of heater. Did you see that? That was
thing
like
looked
an
like it was gonna
industrial
catch on
style.
fire.
I need that in here. and
Giraffes
everywhere.
have such a happy resting
like
face.
a dopey look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cute.
yeah.
Very
just
adorable.
always down. Always down for
Even though
whatever.
they're up.
Even though they're up. They're always
I
down.
was like, there's a joke somewhere there. I can't think of it, but you got it.
All right, still ahead in our 6 o'clock hour here on Good Morning Northwest. It's not a new tax, but it is a big decision. Zillow voters are being asked to decide on a school levy renewal, and they're not the only ones. Coming up, we're going to break down what's at stake if the levy doesn't pass and why district leaders say this levy is critical to everyday operations.
And Super Bowl Sunday is almost here. Derek Dice from our sister station in Spokane is at the Levi Stadium in California, and we're going to hear from him live on the energy surrounding the big game. That live Super Bowl coverage coming up in our 6 o'clock hour. And Josh, what are you tracking?
Other than a mist on the Linz in Ellensburg, we have, well, of course, that is a function of the fog. Looks like that's going to break apart as we head into this weekend. Some shower chances, especially for Super Bowl Sunday. We'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.